Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Jones. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to go over some things that perhaps you may be having trouble with, or perhaps you're not aware of as you are beginning the forensic science class. What I have done and what you should be able to see is that I have impersonated a student, Kate. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'll do my best not to show any revealing information or embarrass you in any way, but needed to impersonate one of you so that you all would see what you're supposed to be seeing when you access the class. Okay, so hopefully that's okay. If not, I really apologize and I'm sorry. But when you guys log in, uh, you should see a page that looks like this. This is your home page. If you're taking more than one class this summer, you should see a couple of classes listed here under My Courses. But in particular, we're going to worry about forensic science because that's the class that I'm responsible for. So when you see this page, to go to the class, you need to either click here on the class or you can go up to select the course and you'll have a drop down menu pull up and you can select it there. So whichever way you want to do, but I'm going to click here under My Courses and pull up the class. And you should see something that looks like this. You have your news in the middle of the page. You should have, if you have a picture, you'll have a picture here. And then you'll have your content and other areas of the class. Up here at the top, if you want to go to your email, you click here and click go to email. This is simply a notification letting you know that you have a news item posted. You should see your name here, and that's where you can log out of the class. If you log in or you go to the page and you see this, which is possible, that simply means that the news has been collapsed. So you need to make sure that you click back on this kind of arrow here and expand the news so that you can see information that I've added. Okay? Alright, well, I don't want this video to be terribly long, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. So where do you find what you're supposed to do? Your lessons, your assignments. Well, you need to go to the content area, if nothing else, and when you go here, you're going to see an overview, and if you don't see an overview, you can click overview and it will take you to this page. Here you have several documents and resources to help you figure out what to do in the class if you're having trouble. The student orientation is definitely something that everyone needs to do, especially if you've never taken an access class. So clicking here, you'll pull up and you'll have several links to go to that will show you how to navigate and how to use the course. Okay, so that's very, very important if you are not familiar with Access. Below this is a pacing guide, and as you can see, each day there are lessons that you really need to try to work through by those dates so that you don't get too far behind, because there are 12 units for the entire summer. And there's also a collaborative assignment project, which I haven't really mentioned yet, but that's something here in a couple of days I'll be bringing more attention to. But you can get an idea and see how many lessons you should be working through and completing by a certain date. Okay? All right, but anyway, so how do you find what you're supposed to do, your assignments? Well, if you click on Unit 1, basically you're going to start with Unit 1 and you're going to go through Unit 12. So we'll start with Unit 1 and you'll want to go to the first lesson, Lesson 1.01. You can look at the checklist and you can look at this Crime Scene Processing 101, if you want to. It's a little introduction and stuff, okay? But basically, and you can go back to, by clicking this Unit 1, Crime Scenes, you can go back to the list of lessons. You need to go to Lesson 1.01. And when you're done with Lesson 1.01, you go to 1.02, and then you go to 1.03, okay? And you go through until you're done with this unit, and you take the unit exam, and then you go to Unit 2, and you go through there. So it's pretty simple. I have a lot of students ask me, well, what am I supposed to do? And basically you go through all the units, okay? But when you click on Lesson 1.01, you're going to see in an introduction, you need to make sure that you read all of the information. You can click next. Again, it's telling you here's an assignment. It's basically a participation assignment. Go to the quizzes section and complete this quiz, 1.01 CSI teaser. Okay, so in order to get to that, you would have to close this tab or click on the original tab, go to assessment, go to quizzes, and then you would see the quiz. The quiz is actually not available because I'm recording this outside of the regular school day, okay? So, but you would see the quiz and you could click on it and you could take it. And so that's the first part, and then you would click next, and it says after you've completed the teaser, visit the discussion 1.01 and introduce yourself to the class. So basically, as you read through the lessons, it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do and how you need to do it. And it also gives you a reminder about the acknowledgement form that you need to make sure that you have signed and turned in, which most of you have done. Okay? So basically, the lessons are where you find your assignments, and then it will tell you where to go or what to do, and then you complete those assignments, and then you go on to the next lesson. Okay? So that's all I'm going to do for this video. Again, I didn't really want it to be this long because they're difficult to upload when they're really long. But that's how you find your lessons, and that's how you find your assignments. And again, when you go back to content and click overview, it will bring up the pacing guide, and it will show you the order that you need to work in. Okay? All right, that's it for this one.